Hello friends, I think you are safe and secure at your home. We have already discussed about the different type of ratio of accounting ratio, and also we have done few sums, a comprehensive sum of accounting ratio. Again we will do the sum, different sum of accounting ratio, mixed sum of accounting ratio. Now I am going to discuss about the question number 12 in NCERT. Compute GP ratio, means gross profit ratio, working capital turnover ratio, debt equity ratio, and proprietary ratio. I hope you all are aware about the different formula, and you know four type of formula in their: liquidity ratio, number 2 solvency ratio, third activity ratio, and fourth profitability ratio. So you have to revise different formula so you can easily remember. So here amount is given: paid up share capital 5 lakh, current asset 4 lakh, revenue from operation 10 lakh, means sales 10 lakh, 13% debenture 2 lakh. You know debenture is long term debt, near 30% debenture. Whenever you need to calculate interest on long term debt, at that time you will utilize this 13%. Then current liability 2 lakh 80,000, cost of revenue from operation 6 lakh. So this amount is already given. You have to find for formula here: GP ratio, gross profit ratio, working capital turnover ratio, debt equity ratio, and proprietary ratio. So let's start. First ratio, gross profit ratio. You know formula of gross profit. Gross profit ratio means GP ratio. Formula, you are well aware about this formula. Gross profit ratio is equal to gross profit upon revenue from operation, means net sales, revenue from operation, into 100. Gross profit upon revenue from operation into 100, that is GP ratio. But here you know that gross profit is not given. Then how to find gross profit? You already know how to find gross profit. So here two things are given: revenue from operation and cost of revenue from operation, means sales minus cost of goods sold. That will be the gross profit. Sales minus cost of goods sold, means sales is 10 lakh, cost of goods sold is 6 lakh. So 10 lakh minus 6 lakh, so 4 lakh is gross profit. So here I calculate gross profit. So GP, gross profit, is equal to sales, means revenue from operation, minus cost of revenue from operation, means sales minus cost of goods sold. That will be the gross profit. So revenue from operation is given 10 lakhs. So here revenue from operation 10 lakh, okay, 10 lakh minus cost of revenue from operation is given 6 lakh. So cost of revenue from operation is 6 lakh. So 10 lakh minus 6 lakh, so 4 lakh. So 4 lakh is gross profit. So here we have already found gross profit. So gross profit is equal to 4 lakh. So here 4 lakh upon revenue from operation. So revenue from operation is given 10 lakh. So 4 lakh upon 10 lakh into 100. 4 lakh upon 10 lakh into 100. So here 50 cut, 50 cut, 10, 10. So 4 into 10 is equal to 40. And you know profitability ratio in it, whatever answer comes, we write in percentage. So gross profit ratio is 40%. Now second one is working capital turnover ratio. Working capital turnover ratio. Working capital turnover ratio. You know the formula of working capital turnover ratio. So revenue from operation upon revenue from operation upon working capital. Revenue from operation upon working capital, that will be the working capital turnover ratio. So revenue from operation already given. So revenue from operation is 10 lakh. So here we will write the amount. Revenue from operation is 10 lakh divided by working capital. And you know how to find working capital. So formula to find working capital is current asset minus current liability. So here we write working capital is equal to current asset minus current liability. So current asset already given. Current asset is 4 lakh. So here in formula we write current asset is equal to 4 lakh. Current asset minus current liability. So current liability is 2 lakh 80,000. So 4 lakh minus 2 lakh 80,000. So 4 lakh minus 2 lakh 80,000. So answer will be 1 lakh 20,000. 4 lakh minus 2 lakh 80,000. 1 lakh 20,000. So 1 lakh 20,000 is working capital. So we will put this amount here, 1 lakh 20,000. So revenue from operation 10 lakh and working capital is 1 lakh 20,000. Now we have to cut this 0. So for 0 cut, here for 0. Now for easy doing of the sum, for calculation, remaining amount 100. So 100 upon 12. Then in reduced form, half of 100 is 50. Half of 12 is 6. Again half of 50 is 25. And half of 6 is 3. So 25 upon 3. So 3 8 is 24. 1 0. So means 10. So 3 3 is 9. 3 3 is 9. So 8.33. But here working capital turnover ratio. So in answer, behind the answer, what we write? 8.33 times. 8.33 times. Because here in profitability ratio we have written percentage after the answer, and here times. 8.33 times. So working capital turnover ratio is 8.33 times. Now third one is debt equity ratio. You know the formula, debt equity ratio. Debt equity ratio. Debt equity ratio is equal to, here debt means here long term debt. So long term debt upon equity. Equity means here we write shareholder fund. Long term debt upon shareholder fund. And you know what comes in shareholder fund? Shareholder fund, so share capital plus reserve and surplus, like that you have to add in that shareholder fund. So long term debt, here you know, here one thing is given. Long term means here 13% debenture is 2 lakh. 13% debenture, it is called long term debt. So 30% debenture is 2 lakh. So long term debt, here we write 2 lakh. Long term debt is 2 lakh. And shareholder fund. So shareholder fund, so here paid up share capital is given. 5 lakh. Okay. Shareholder fund, so here 5 lakh. So 2 lakh upon 5 lakh. 2 lakh upon 5 lakh. So 5 0 cut, 2 upon 5. So 5 4 the 20. 0.4. So 0.40 is to 1 is 0.40 is to 1 is debt equity ratio. Now fourth one is proprietary ratio. Fourth one is proprietary ratio. You know the formula of proprietary ratio. So proprietary ratio formula. Proprietary ratio is equal to shareholder fund upon shareholder fund upon total asset. Shareholder fund upon total assets. You know formula, proprietary ratio, shareholder fund upon total asset. So you know shareholder fund already we have calculated. In that only one thing, that is 5 lakh. So shareholder fund is 5 lakh. Shareholder fund is 5 lakh. And total asset. Now how to find total asset? Here you can see no any asset is given. Means in total asset, so here only one thing is given, current asset. But here total asset, for that you know total liability must be equal to the total asset. So capital liability and total debt asset should be equal. It must be equal. So here how to calculate total liability? So here you can see paid up share capital 5 lakh, then current liability 2 lakh, current liability 2 lakh 80,000, and non-current liability means long term debt 13% debenture is given. So total of this, here you can see the total liability is equal to, here capital liability is equal to 5 lakh plus debenture means non-current liability 5 lakh plus 2 lakh 7 lakh plus 2 lakh 80,000 is current liability. So current liability, non-current liability and shareholder fund. So total of this will be the total liability, and total liability is equal to total asset. So here 5 lakh plus here 4 lakh 80,000. So 9 lakh 80,000. Total asset is equal to 9 lakh 80,000. Which thing you have to take here? 5 lakh share capital, then long term debt means debenture 13% debenture 2 lakh, and current liability 2 lakh 80,000. So total of this 2 lakh 80,000 plus 2 lakh, so 4 lakh 80,000 plus 5 lakh, so 9 lakh 80,000. So here total asset is 9 lakh 80,000. 9 lakh 80,000. So here 40 cut. Here you can see 50 upon 98. So for getting reduced form, 50 half 25, and here 49. So here 25 upon 49. 25 upon 49. So here dividing this, whatever answer, that will be your proprietary ratio. 25 divided by 49, around 2.49 will be there. So proprietary ratio 25 divided by 49, you have to divide this 25 divided by 49. So on this way we will find the proprietary ratio. So I hope you have understand how to find gross profit ratio, working capital turnover ratio, debt equity ratio, and proprietary ratio. Now another sum, short sum, another question number 50 of textbook NCERT. Question number 50. It may ask in 3 marks also. Average inventory 20,000. Inventory turnover ratio 8 times. This amount is given. Average inventory 20,000. And you know average inventory means opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. Inventory turnover ratio is already given 8 times, because inventory ratio or activity ratio, whatever answer come after that answer will write times. So inventory turnover ratio is already given 8 times, and the firm sells goods at a profit of 20% on sale. Firm sells goods at a profit of 20% on sale. So remember here what information is given? Profit of 20% on sale. So you have to remember here profit 20% on sales and ascertain the profit of the firm. Here you have to find profit of the firm. So here question will be different, means in twist form it is given, in place of finding inventory turnover ratio it is already given, and from that you have to find sales. So you know, whenever this type of sum, first of all you have to put the formula, and you know the formula of inventory turnover ratio. I hope you understand the formula of inventory turnover ratio. So inventory turnover ratio is equal to cost of revenue from operation upon average inventory. Cost of revenue from operation upon average inventory, that is inventory turnover ratio. Inventory turnover ratio is equal to cost of revenue from operation upon average inventory. So here whatever amount is given, first of all we put that amount in formula. So inventory turnover ratio is equal to cost of revenue from operation. So here you can see average inventory is given. How much? Average inventory is 20,000. It is given. Then inventory turnover ratio is 8 times. It is given. So whatever given, first of all we put in this formula. So inventory turnover ratio is given 8 times. So here 8. Cost of revenue from operation it is not given. So here cost of revenue from operation upon average inventory it is already given. Average inventory is 20,000. So here average inventory is 20,000. So whatever amount is given, that first of all we have to put it in this formula. So here you can see cost of revenue from operation is equal to, here cross multiplication, 20,000 into 8. So 20,000 into 8. So cost of revenue from operation is 1,60,000. 20,000 into 8. So 1,60,000 is cost of revenue from operation. So here cost, we have found the cost, but we require here profit on the firm, profit of the firm. Then how to find? So here one thing is clearly mentioned, profit of 20% on sale. Here 20% on sale. So we have to suppose. So suppose selling price, suppose sales is 100 and profit is 20. Profit is 20. So from that we can find, can we find the cost? Yeah, definitely. So sales 100. From that if we deduct the profit, then remaining amount is cost. So cost of revenue from operation. This is revenue from operation, here cost of revenue from operation. So here we have to suppose sales 100, profit 20. So if we deduct profit from sales, then that will be the cost. So here you know the cost is given. So here cost is given, cost of revenue from operation is given 1,60,000. So here cost of revenue from operation is 80, then sales is 100. So here you have to put the formula. Suppose cost of revenue from operation and here sales. So cost of revenue from operation is 80. Whenever cost is 80, at that time sales is 100. So here amount is given, amount of cost is given, cost of revenue from operation is 1,60,000. So here 1,60,000. So whenever cost is 80, at that time sales is 100. Now cost is 1,60,000, then how much sales is there? So you know how to write. So 1,60,000, here cross multiplication into 100 upon 80. Okay, so here 0 0 cut, 8 to the 60, 16, and here 3 0. So 2000 into 100. So 2000 into 100 is equal to 2 lakh. So 2 lakh is sales. 2 lakh is sales. 2 lakh is sales. So here cost 1,60,000, sales is 2 lakh. Here we got both the amount, sales and cost. So sales is 2 lakh and cost of revenue from operation. Cost of revenue from operation is 1,60,000. Now what we have to find? Profit. So we have both the things, sales and cost of revenue from operation. So profit is equal to, so here you can easily find profit minus, sales minus cost of revenue from operation. So sales is 2 lakh. So 2 lakh sales minus cost of revenue from operation is 1,60,000. 1,60,000. So 2 lakh minus 1,60,000. So 40,000 is profit. So this is the answer. Profit is 40,000. Here we have to ascertain the profit of the firm. So profit of the firm is 40,000. So in this way we have to find the profit. How to find the profit? I hope you have understand. So here whenever amount is given, first of all understand the amount properly. Where to put the amount and how to put the amount, that is very important. So you have to remember the formula and that understand the amount properly. Then only your answer will be right. I hope you understand this both the sum. Now in next lecture we'll do the another 2 to 3 sum of different type of ratio. Thank you.